All right. Today we're going to be dyeing a sock blank. You'll see a lot of these now on websites and for sale in yarn shops. What it is it's a knitted blank where it's been machine knitted, first of all, and you can actually dye it. So first we soaked it in some vinegar water, and I'm just going to set this aside. And you want it fairly wet, not soppy. You can still see there's water in there. We're going to use Kool Aid because that's easily accessible, user-friendly, and smells good on the feet. What we're going to do is open it up, and you'll see there's two strands here. There's two ways that you can actually knit this. You can either unravel it from the top where this strand is, or you can actually unravel the other side as well and unravel from both ends. And you use white vinegar. We're using Kool Aid. And there's several ways you can do this. I'm going to show you this method where we're just sprinkling. Take it and sprinkle it on. You can do stripes, just random stripes. Take another color. You can do dots. We're just playing today. Take another color. We've got some orange here. You can actually get really creative. A variety of colors if you want. One of the things that's really important when you're beginning a project to get over the fear of it is just dive in and try it out. Because usually the best projects are done in that way, where they'll surprise you. You have no idea what will come of it. Okay, we're just going to put a little bit of vinegar in this water. You can see I'm highly technical. I usually just use these sponge paintbrushes, disposable sponge paintbrushes. They're fun for all kinds of things. We're just going to get a little bit of water. Get them a little bit wet. And then I'm just going to go back over it like this, just dabbing it in. You can spread it out if you want a little bit. There's many methods of doing this where you can actually control where your stripes are on the sock itself. But I'm really just wanting you to get over that fear of trying something and just experiment. This very first time. So I'm going to do all the same colors. Just going to spread some of that color out. I don't want it too wet because when it goes in the microwave the colors will bleed too much. We don't want any of that. We kind of like to keep some of this separate. Okay. Now just choose another brush since I'm doing this orange. Just dab that in. What you're doing is making sure there's no crystal powder from the Kool Aid left on there. You can also get creative and move the color around just a little bit if you want, if there's too much white there for you. You can just play. This is like finger painting, only better. Now what you do is make sure that you have it to the ends, so you'd have a work surface that's big enough to do all at one time. Keeping in mind this is going to knit a pair of socks, so you'll be getting two. If you're going to knit from one end, one sock, the other end a sock, what you would do is make sure that you get it as evenly as possible. What I recommend when you're just beginning is you'll see that there's two strands here. So if you make sure when you're done with it that you start both from the same end, you'll come out evenly. But these are the Magic Mystery socks. Just going to do a little bit of color here. Get some of that blue in. You can open those up a little bit if you want to do some color around. You can do what I just did there and have some color overlap in the middle. But again, make sure the crystal powders are all dissolved. Okay. All right, we're ready to move on to our next step.